Hello and welcome to episode 23 of the Factor 50 Football Podcast with me, Michael Grantham. As ever, thank you for joining us. Thank you for listening. We have got, I think it's safe to say, an action-packed episode for you today. Loads to cover. We're going to go through Arsenal's last-minute joy from inside hospitality at the Emirates Stadium, because I was there. A big win for United in the race for Champions League qualification. City bottling another winning position in the league, and what that means for the title race. Chelsea giving the referee like some weird, creepy, giant team hug. Liverpool embracing their charitable side and giving points away to clubs who are desperately in need of it in their battle against relegation. And we're also going to update you on how terribly we're doing on the predictions game at the end. So stay tuned and listen to that because we're going to predict how the League Cup final is going to go, I think, at the end of this podcast. And with me, as ever, to get stuck into all that is a man who probably didn't even celebrate St. Patrick's Day yesterday, despite pretending to be part Irish. It's Adam Farrell.
Hello. I am Irish. My second name is Farrell. It's in the blood.
Is that Irish?
It is Irish.
Is it Irish?
It's very, very Irish. Do you know what? Actually, yesterday I went on a client trip to Nottingham. And in the square in Nottingham, there was like big Paddy's Day celebrations going on. So there was playing some music.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I mean, it was a bit scary. There was lots of travellers there. So
because you're about to kick off.
You literally stole my joke.
Sorry.
So yes, I was about to kick off, and I got out of there. There we go.
Got out of there. If any listener knows the what program that's from, I can't even remember what program that's from now. But I'd love it if someone got that reference. That would be great. You're our kind of people if you get that reference.
I think I know what it is, but I don't want to say it in case a listener knows. So yeah, please message us.
We'll see if someone knows.
I mean, most of our audience is in America, and they will have absolutely no idea.
Oh, that's true. Yeah. That is true. No one in England listens, so.
Yeah, exactly. Anyway, what's been going on, mate? What you been up to? Well, actually, I probably should start by going, we've got a social media star on the podcast this week. Hello.
Well, we're in this together. We're both social media stars.
Well, this was all about you, mate. You take full credit. So if you haven't seen it, Michael Grantham here of the Factor 50 Football Podcast has gone viral, and with his recording video of visiting the Emirates hospitality. Talk us through it.
I was at the ground, which was awesome. I sort of accidentally got hospitality tickets because I was just trying to get any ticket, and getting tickets is so difficult. I can't remember if I said last week like I was trying to get tickets or if I had a ticket. I can't remember when I got it, but I was like 3 or 4 days after realizing I could go, like hitting refresh, trying to get a seat, get it into your basket, and then like by the time you've clicked add to basket or whatever, the ticket's gone. So I happened to like the one that I managed to get into my basket was a hospitality ticket. Luckily, it wasn't one of the really expensive ones. It was pretty good value. And yeah, so I got to obviously a massive bonus that the game was incredible, and with that ending, which we're going to get to, I think, aren't we? Yeah. But the hospitality experience at the Emirates, oh my God, it was good. I was like a giddy little child. I was walking around like wide-eyed, just staring at everything, trying to take it all in. It was really cool. I loved it.
And a day on your own as well. Absolute bliss.
That was cool. Yeah. It was Saturday 5:30 kickoff, so like perfect time. Because you're not back at like 1 a.m. I think I got back at like 10, 9:30, 10. But you've also got plenty of time during the day to do all your life stuff, and get to I think you can get to the ground like 2.5 hours early as well. So you got loads of time to get there, get a drink. It was like because your hospitality. I think your first drink was 40% off. Half time, free drinks. All through half time.
Was there a limit on how many you could have?
No.
Wow, that's dangerous.
Obviously, it's only a 15-minute window, but if you could drink like 4 beers. I only had one, obviously, but and that was a struggle. Oh, I should have just got a half.
Yeah. Out on your own, having a mental time.
Yeah. Although, shout out. So I was, I had some food, and this couple came over and sat with me because it got quite busy.
Because they felt
it was Terry and his wife.
Terry and his wife. They obviously felt sad. Oh, that little man up there's on his own.
That loser. Don't worry. Don't feel sad for them. It's lovely and quiet. Don't worry.
Yeah.
Yeah, they came over. So Terry and his wife, I didn't get his wife's name. They were a lovely couple. They retired, and they were season ticket holders. So they were giving me tips, and they were like, at half time when the free drinks come out, because I didn't realise it was free drinks. It's like, can you tell I'm new here? He was like, don't join the queue. Stand at the end of the bar and just sort of lean, and catch the nearest like server's eye. And that's exactly what I did. And I got served within like a minute, probably. And there was this obviously massive queue of people running to the bar to get the free drinks. But going right to the end, there was like barely any queue there. And because there's a till at the end, that person kind of serves those people really quickly. So shout out to Terry, because that's how I got my pint and back to my seat in time for the second half.
Big Tell, well done. Good,
Big Tell.
Good
Yeah.
work.
Lovely guy.
Loving your work. Oh, fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it was a good game to see, wasn't it, as well, with the Max Dowling.
Unbelievable game. Yeah. I was going to ask, can you remember what we were doing at 16 years old? Because I can't.
Well,
he's scoring Premier League goals.
We've been looking at photos recently, because obviously for the wedding we were looking at photos of us when we were 16, and there's video of us where we're definitely 16 playing hide and seek Tig in Jeffson Gardens.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
And you were, of course, you were extremely sweaty, red-faced, and dripping.
I was very overweight as a child, listener.
Yeah.
I think that's actually why I started trying to get fit, because I just couldn't. I wasn't very good at hide and seek Tig.
Yeah, we were taking it very seriously. We were talking tactics and all sorts. So
yeah.
Max Dowman can be scoring Premier League goals, mate, but
he's quite good, isn't he?
Tig. He's probably quite
bad. How's your hide and seek game, Max?
Yeah. Come at us. See what you can do.
What have you been up to this week then?
Oh, not a lot. I'm stressed to my eyeballs with work, but that's boring, so we won't talk about that. I'm going to go see a good friend of mine, Rob Nichols, tonight from university.
Oh, Rob Nichols, nice.
Yeah, he's in Leamington Town, so we're going to go out for some food and a couple of drinks.
Nice.
So that should be nice.
A couple of drinks, or
I'm going to be driving. I'm going to be driving.
Okay.
I think he might be. I think he's got a hotel, so I think he might be going on it. But
definitely drive then, because you've got that excuse. I can only have two. Sorry.
Yeah. Just a half for me, please. But in other news, we have been scouted here at the Fact.
We have,
podcast.
Yeah.
So we have been invited onto another football podcast. What's it called? I think it's called Stick to Football by the Overlap.
Oh yeah,
I think
it's
that
little pod.
Yeah. Some guy called Gary Neville runs it. No, we've not been invited onto that. We've actually been invited on.
It's only a matter of time.
I'm sure it happens soon. We've been invited on to the BCFC, which is the Birmingham City Football Podcast, Fanzine TV. And we had a quick look, didn't we, at their socials and stuff. They've got their own website. They get way more viewers than us.
And they're proper. They're a professional outfit, I would say.
Oh yeah, they've got a data analyst there and everything. Like, they know what they're doing.
Have they?
Well, one of the presenters, I think, is a data analyst. So.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Whereas you're
cool.
You're a PT and I'm a recruiter. So
are we going to show ourselves up though on this podcast?
Well, we did say in our messages, didn't we? Go, we can only bring poo chat. Is that?
So are you sure? Are you absolutely sure you want to?
I mean, he said he's listened to us and he thinks it was. I think his words were quite good.
Okay, I'll take that.
Yeah, I mean, we have got
that's possible.
Got at least 4 or 5-star reviews, mate. So
latest, 2 of those were definitely us.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, that would be really cool. I was thinking about it. I am worried about because when I hear Birmingham City, I just think of Obafemi Martins and the League Cup final in 2010, and I'm just worried I'm going to get a stick for the whole half hour or whatever we're on there for. But it'd be good fun. That'd be cool.
It'd be good fun. You know, we're turning our eyes to the Championship, trying a bit of that, see what it's like.
Yeah, seeing what's in store for Tottenham next season.
Exactly. Well, anyway, let's dig into Arsenal. What a night for Michael Grantham. He was there in the flesh, beating Everton 2-0, and got to see the youngest ever goal scorer in Premier League history.
So cool.
Max Dowman.
Yeah.
So, talk us through it.
Oh, it was awesome. So, well, yeah, ignoring the hospitality side of it, which was incredible. The game was really. I thought the game was quite good. We've not been in. We've been in really good form, but we've not been playing great. I felt like we were back to more of our like controlling, dominant best, just lacking like that finish because we had lots of shots, lots of possession, camped in their half, and that our ability to kind of build up momentum, although we weren't breaking through, obviously, I don't know, it seemed to pass to the crowd and the crowd fed off it and fed back to the players. And the whole way through, although everyone was obviously shitting themselves that we desperately need to win and we need to score, the crowd were just really, really up for it. Like all the way through, it was, oh, we've had a shot, we missed, or the keeper saved it, or whatever. But then it was immediately like encouraging. A big roar would go around, and I don't know. It felt like it transmitted to the players, and they just kept going, kept going, kept going. Um, and when Arteta started making the subs, it just felt like that was the sort of substitutes we wanted to see. Especially so, he took off Zubamendi, who's played like the most minutes of any outfield player, and put on 16-year-old Max Dowman.
Brave sub.
Because we're controlling the game, it's like we're at home, we're dominating, we've got the ball, we're basically playing in Everton's half. They were very hard to break down, but we don't need Rice and Zubamendi. We don't need two like sitting players. Put another attacking player on, and obviously he could have gone for Gabriel Jesus, but he chose a 16-year-old kid, which obviously turned out to be an excellent decision. But that kind of like, I think Arteta just had a really good game in terms of how he managed it because he went for it. He knew we needed to score, and he sort of moved away from the two controlling midfielders, put an extra attacker on, and that's what that extra little bit of like chaos, creative spark. That's what did it. And yeah, I mean, Max Dowman, I don't really know what to say. It's ridiculous. Like, obviously, you've seen him a bit on TV, but the ball is just like glued to his foot. He
Mm.
can just for a six. I think often you see in like under 18s or under 21 football, a player will be really, really technically excellent and he'll just boss that level. But then they move up an age group or into the first team and they struggle because physically they're, half the three quarters of the size of a grown man. Max Dowman can just breeze past anyone. And you could see it. He was on the right and Mikalenko was Everton's left back. He just stood off him. Like he wouldn't go and try and tackle him because he knew Max would just like, well, and he did 2 or 3 times. Either it'd beat him on the outside and get a corner or a throw in, or he'd cut inside. He had a shot before he scored that he skied it, but it was a very good chance. And I can't remember the stat, but Max Dowman had like it was like the most take-ons, the most successful dribbles, like the most key passes or something, and he was on the pitch for 15 minutes, and he's 16 years old.
Wow.
It was like when he came on, it was like it felt like we were watching a moment in Arsenal history. And when I left the ground and you start to get signal again, and you scroll in social media on the way home, everyone's saying the same thing. Like this is top 5 Emirates Stadium moments ever. When he scored that goal, I know it wasn't the winning goal, but it was like the goal that meant we could just relax and it was party time.
Didn't he
So yeah,
create
it was
the first goal? And was it him who put
yeah,
the
yeah,
ball
yeah.
in? Yeah.
So he doesn't get the assist for it. I think Hincapie's penis got the assist because so Max Dowman puts the ball in the box, and so I was behind that goal, which was awesome
Mm.
because both of the goals were scored in the goal I was behind.
Oh, that's the best.
Um,
Yeah.
so Max Dowman puts it in from the right, and then I could see I was sort of from that angle. I was behind that angle the ball came in, and you could see Pickford think, "Oh fuck, that's a good ball," and he went for it. He got fingertips to it, deflected it into Hincapie. It was somewhere around the groin, and then obviously it bounced off of his groin
Yeah.
across goal for Gyökeres to tap in. But the pre-assist, if you like,
Mm.
the cross was Max Dowman, and then yeah, just set up perfectly for that. Like it's such a weird goal because it's so rare that you're going to score like 15 seconds before the ball goes in the net. So it was
Yeah.
just everyone was just on their feet like bouncing before the ball's gone in. And that little nod past the defender and then cutting inside. I think it was Dewsbury Hall or someone who he did the classic slide tackle and just kept sliding whilst Max Dowman's running the other way. A bit like Jesus against Man United a few seasons ago, where he chops
Yeah.
inside. I think it was Dallo or somebody, like just flies the other way. It looks great. And then he's running literally 60 yards into open space to tap into an empty net. And it was like, I don't know, it was like a party in the Emirates for 15 minutes or so. Like no one left at full time. It was all
Really?
just, yeah.
What a game to go and see. Like, awesome. And
It
I
was
know
so
people are
good.
saying, like, oh, try not to get too excited. We've got to protect him. Yeah, we've got to protect him. But this is what we get into football for. Like, new players
Yeah.
coming through. Like, I love the fact, I'm assuming he is English. I'm going to say he's English. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he is. Yeah.
New English prodigy, 16-year-olds, looks the tits. He is going to be amazing.
The tits.
He is the
Yeah.
tits.
So in preseason, he played a few games in preseason, and everyone was like, he's because he was still 15 then. Like on the Arsenal podcast and stuff, they were talking about him, but trying to play it down because I don't think it's right to kind of put a 15-year-old or 16-year-old even in the limelight. But they were saying this week, like, there's only so much you can do. He's the youngest goal scorer by like 200 days in the Premier League. He's in the spotlight now. Like, there's nothing, you
Yeah.
can't keep that talent secret anymore. I'm just glad we've got him signed up to he can't sign a contract yet for another nearly a year. I think it's 17, isn't it, in the Premier
Got
League?
pre-contract.
But he's on like a pre-contract agreement thing. And in there was talk when he was sort of 14, 15 of how good he was at dribbling, and how close the ball stays to him, even when he's moving at like full sprint speed. And people were saying he dribbles like Messi, and I'm thinking, like,
It's
come on,
always the
that's
comparison,
ridiculous.
isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, but it, like, the shimmy of like the drop of the shoulder and the way he just like he effortlessly just goes past grown men, like literally twice his age. He is a bit like Messi in that, and obviously there's got to be lots of other elements to his game that will hopefully develop over the next 3 or 4 years. But if he carries on, like, if he keeps developing over the next 4 or 5 years, I mean, 5 years time he's gonna be 21. That's still
Yeah.
young.
That's scary, isn't it?
Yeah, so what he could be is frightening. But for now, if he comes on for 15, 20 minutes in 3 or 4 more Premier League games and does stuff like that, I'm pretty sure he'll score more goals, or he'll create more goals, or whatever. It was cool. And I love the fact that I can say, like, I was there when he scored his first ever league goal.
Yeah.
I was there earlier in the season as well for his first ever start. I think it was the Brighton League Cup game he started. So I've seen his first ever start and his first ever Premier League goal.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, it was
That's
cool.
pretty
It
cool.
was really
Great,
cool.
great moment. So the league is wrapped up then, surely.
No, it's not.
It's
No,
wrapped up. It's done. It's
we
done.
can't go there. We can't go there.
It's done.
It's not done. So I was thinking, so it's 9 points. City got a game in hand. So let's assume they win that. I know it's an assumption, but if you're thinking worst case scenario, they win that, it becomes 6 points. We maybe lose at the Etihad, it becomes 3 points, and then we got that's 5 other games, and we can only afford to slip up in one. So yes, we've got some breathing space, but it still doesn't mean it's done. And I think if you just go around going, "Oh, we've already won it," you're asking for it, aren't you?
Of course.
You're poking the football gods to fuck you over, and I'm not doing that. Until it's literally mathematically done, I'm not celebrating anything.
I'd be exactly the same if I was in your position. But from a neutral's perspective, the league is done. Man City just do not have it this year where they can go on that big long run. They've proved it. They just can't do it. They've got points. The team isn't good enough. Pep just can't seem to get it quite right. I mean, it's not just in the league. Champions League got absolutely destroyed by Real Madrid as well. So I think the league is done. I think you have the better team as well. So better team and better squad. It's game over. I mean, if you look at the table today as it stands, we're closer to Man City than Man City are closer to you. We're only 6.
Really? Oh yeah, you're 7 points behind?
We're
7 points back.
Is it 7 points back from City?
7. You're on 54, City are on 61, and we're 9 ahead. Yeah.
So and we won't catch City. So I don't think we're going to. I know City's got a game in hand, but I can't see it. Cannot see it.
I think if we draw at the Etihad which we can now easily afford. Like a draw there is a brilliant result now.
Yeah.
If we draw there, obviously that's a game less that they can catch up with us. It also means there isn't that 3-point swing. If we draw there, I mean, I'm still not going to say it's done, but yeah, that would be a massive step.
It feels like,
yeah. So let's see. The quad is still on. Come on.
The quad is still on. And do you know what? This will be the year, because I'm convinced you'll win. I'm convinced you'll win the Premier League. I think you'll win the League Cup as well. And I know it's a one-off game, so anything can happen, but I think you win the League Cup as well. But come to that. This is the year Arteta will prove himself to be an absolute elite manager. And I've piled pressure on him throughout the season. There's been question marks throughout the season about him, not taking off the handbrake and stuff like that. But there's no doubt about it. The way he talks in the media, the way he's managed his squad, I was thinking back to some of the brave decisions he's made even in the past. So we can go back to Aaron Ramsdale, where he was an absolute fan favourite, cuts him out, places him with Raya. At the time, it's like, is that the right decision? Absolutely, it was the right decision. Miles Lewis-Skelly this year hasn't barely played in the second half of the season. There's talks about him selling him. Arteta's got the ruthlessness and the ability to bring a squad together, which I think, when he wins the trophies this year, will mean he's in that elite management level. I think
he does have that ruthless edge, while still being able to keep players engaged.
100%.
So the whole another thing that he was ridiculed for at the time is saying substitutes aren't substitutes, they're finishers. So it's like you got your starters and your finishers. But I think he's used that well to keep everyone on board, or on the boat, as he put it in his one of his pre-match press conferences. When Dowman scored, you look at the players' reactions on the bench, and because they all ran over into this massive mob of players. And Ben White's the first player over to Max Dowman, congratulating him. Miles Lewis-Skelly's jumping on top of players. And Ben White was on the bench and didn't get on. Timber got injured and Mosquera came on, and not Ben White. And Ben White's barely played this season. Same with Miles. I think he started one league game.
Yeah.
And those players on the fringes are still they're not sat on the bench sulking. They're as happy as anyone else. So whatever he's doing with the team in the dressing room and in the training ground, it's working, and he's keeping everyone. Because if we're going to compete for 4 trophies, which we are, all the way through to late March, you need 20, 21 players all contributing in various games. If you've only got 12 or 13, which we've had in the past, they burn out, the form goes nosedives, they get injured or whatever, and the squad gets stretched. And then the players who come in, because they haven't played much, aren't up to speed, and you start dropping stupid points. And that's exactly what's happened the last couple of seasons. This season, it feels like the way he's handled the squad and the transfer strategy of buying more excellent squad players rather than world-class starting players, that strategy's paid off, and he's managed that really well. So
I think he's done a great job.
It's too early to count any chickens, but it's going well.
Yeah, okay. And we'll move on to the League Cup later in the pod.
Yeah, we'll do that at the end, won't we? Yeah.
Okay, great.
So that's probably enough Arsenal loving, do you reckon? Should we do United?
Even I was giving you some Arsenal loving then. What's going on?
Yeah, that was high praise. I'm surprised. Are you feeling all right?
This doesn't make good social media content. You're shit.
You've got to be controversial. Yeah. You're not going to win anything.
Yeah, for sure. So move on to United then.
Yeah. So United won, it was 3-1, right, against Aston Villa at home.
Yeah, 3-1 against Villa.
So before we get into the game, does that result mean, is the top 5 job done? Because you are, let's bring the league up. You are now, so assuming 5th gets the Champions League, you are 6 points ahead of Chelsea with 8 games to go. And the rate at which those Chelsea, Liverpool, Villa are dropping points, 6 points feels like a big gap to overturn in 8 games. Is it done? You're saying the title's done. Is the top 5 done?
Well, I'm not saying it's done just yet.
Oh, Tara, get off your fence.
No, but you know what? What I will say is, if we now don't finish top 5, it'll be a huge disappointment. We are odds-on favourite now to finish top 5. We've got nothing else to play for. we've got to go and do it. And the form some of our players are in as well is a big factor. I mean, Bruno, I'm just absolutely in love with Bruno at the minute. Here's
another wet dream.
He is just amazing. Like his pass for Cunha was great. Did you see it? Like it was really interesting because I think it was Mbeumo who ran offside, and then I think somebody predicted this before the game. There's this clip going around that somebody literally said that we do this. So somebody runs offside, okay, so it sort of distracts the player, and then as they're coming back onside, someone else runs into that position, which is what Cunha did. Bruno plays the ball, and then the idea is that the person who's now offside could be there to square the pass to basically now because he could play the ball back and he wouldn't be offside anymore.
Yeah.
Cunha didn't need to do that. Great first touch from Cunha as well because it puts him in a position where he can hit it on his favoured foot and put it into the goal. So, but yeah, Bruno's passing is just outrageously good at the minute. Casemiro scoring another header.
Another one.
Do you know he's got more Premier League goals than Saka this season?
Yeah, he's got 7, hasn't he?
Got 7 Premier League goals for a 34-year-old defensive midfielder that footballers left him, apparently.
Yeah, I suppose Jamie Carragher looked a bit... and I was also very critical of Casemiro. I still don't think... I think there was a season where he was kind of... Either United... Well, it's a bit of both. United were a mess, and he just didn't look interested. But, I don't know, maybe it's a combination of Carrick putting players in the right place. So his role is much clearer. And also he is having a good season, scoring lots of goals.
Well, when we had Amorim,
so fair play.
It was Casemiro and Bruno playing as almost like the two sitters. So of course Bruno's going to go one and just going to leave Casemiro completely on his own. Whereas now playing along Mainu, and who's he's not a Bruno, he's not going to free to go anyway. He's a bit more tactically, stuck to a position. It just helps massively. But I do. Go ahead.
Oh, sorry, go on. I was just going to say he's won the Champions League 4 or 5 times with Real Madrid.
Yeah.
So when I was giving him stick and when Jamie Carragher said that stuff about football's left him and everything, I know players age out of their top form, but his position, that sort of sprint speed, that top level sprint speed, isn't that essential if he's covered by other players around him. So I don't think you win 4 or 5 Champions Leagues and just have your level disappear overnight.
No, definitely not. And I think he's actually a little bit mispositioned. He's not just sitting. He's not.
He scored 7 goals.
Yeah, he's not Zumendi. What he would do is a bit more box to box than that. He will run from deep. So yeah, it feels like we've got some players in form. I think obviously I put a lot of pressure on Carrick before this and said, can he set up tactically? And one thing he absolutely did was put Sesko back on the bench and play Brian Mbeumo as almost a number 9 and bring Ahmad back into the team, which really
was that the right thing to do?
It was just far more rotation. Whereas when we had Sesko starting, it's okay, well, Sesko's always going to be in the middle and you've got your 2 wingers.
He just stays there.
With Cunha and Mbeumo and Ahmad, they can just all switch positions, which makes it difficult to keep track of. And then Sesko always comes on, being that finisher, as Arteta likes to call him, and grab him.
Finisher? Well, what sort of bullshit phrase is that?
So yeah, it feels like Carrick got that absolutely bang on. So he's put himself in a good position, I think, to maybe get the job.
Yeah. Are you still adamant he shouldn't get it? Because I saw Wayne Rooney this week has said he's come out and I think it was straight after the game, called for Carrick to be given the job. When a club legend like Wayne Rooney's saying it, and I think I read it on Sky, so it's all over the mainstream media. Is that going to just only sort of build the pressure on the board to give him the job, or should they still hold out and wait to the end of the season and appoint someone else?
I think you still hold out and assess options. I'm not saying that it's a flat out no now.
Oh, I can feel you turning.
I'm crumbling.
You're swinging.
Give him the job.
Carrick's at the wheel.
Yeah. No, I think you assess your options. A good team, a well-run club would wait until the end of the season, see who else is available, and assess your options at that point.
Don't commit too early.
Don't commit too early with it. And look, Wayne Rooney's going to say that. Wayne Rooney and Michael Carrick are best friends. When Carrick got the job,
Are they?
he was on holiday with Wayne Rooney at the time. So, so of course he's going to be saying that in the media. Like if you were up for Arsenal manager, for example, I'd be telling everybody absolutely do not give it to him because he's a waste of space.
I was going to say, there's no way you'd do that.
Yeah,
he's absolute shit.
A real friend denies you the opportunity of a lifetime.
Absolutely, yeah. Slags you off no end.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So, it was like Neville when Solskjaer was there, wasn't it? He was very reticent to criticise Solskjaer because they were teammates.
Yeah. It's difficult.
They've got their backs. Yeah. So United now. Where are we? Who have you got next?
We got Bournemouth next away on the Friday night.
Ooh, okay. Oh, the early one. Okay.
Yeah.
So maybe if you win that, would you say is it done? I reckon it is.
Like I said,
that's a hard game though. Bournemouth are unbeaten, aren't they?
It is a hard game. I think. Like I said, I don't think it's done, but I'll be really disappointed if we don't get it now. Okay. I mean, we've still got Liverpool to play, but that's probably and Chelsea. So we've got both of them to play. So it's still up for grabs.
It's still possible that you fuck it up. Okay.
It is very much so.
We can hope.
Yeah.
We've got a listener question, which I reckon now is probably a good time to drop it in
before
we get to the other.
God, we've got so many listeners.
It's from John again. Don't worry. He hasn't got a life. He just listens to the podcast. He just worships this podcast.
Can someone else send in a question other than John? I mean, we love it, John. I love the question.
This is a good question, and his question last week sparked some good chat. I can't remember what it was, but I think it was a good question last week. This is an interesting one. So he wants to know. He said I can answer as well, but he wants to know from a fan of another team. It's which footballer does Farrell consider to be the biggest "see you next Tuesday" of all time? So we could just
what does
"see
you next Tuesday" mean?
Like, I don't say. I don't say that word. Listener, I've never said that word. I don't say that word in this house.
What's that word?
Biggest prick, biggest bellend, biggest horrible player of all time. I thought we could throw out some names because I've got a couple that immediately spring to my head.
I think this is the easiest question I've ever been asked ever.
Are you gonna? I wonder if you're gonna say the same name I am.
Should we say at the same time? 1, 2, 3.
Yeah. Okay. Go on.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I would do 1, 2, 3, and then we say. Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
1, 2, 3. Joey Barn.
Yeah, there you go.
There we go.
Honestly, listener, that was not scripted. That is not in our Google Doc. But yeah, that was the first one that came into my head.
He is,
and also since he's retired, I think he's proven himself to just be a detestable human being as well as a shithead on the pitch.
He's just an absolute cunt.
There we go. Let's move on from that section.
I think that sums up nicely.
You're right.
Yeah.
And that was the first one. Have you got any other names that spring to mind?
Jubilee Cisse.
Contenders.
Oh
yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Spitting at people. Stuff like
that.
Yeah. True.
Luis Suarez biting everyone.
Yeah, but he's just a class footballer to go with it. So you can almost get.
He was very good.
Yeah.
But I do think he's a bit of a shit face.
Of course.
Because some of the horrible players that you might hate on the pitch are actually, like, you hear people saying, "Oh, he's absolutely lovely," but when he gets on a pitch, he becomes competitive and becomes an absolute idiot.
I just realised I said Cisse. I didn't mean Cisse. I mean, Al-Hajj Diouf is who I meant to say.
Oh, yeah, okay.
So
I don't know. Was Cisse? I thought Cisse.
I actually really hate Cisse because he made Man City win their first title with the Aguero goal. So he was playing for QPR at the time.
Oh yeah.
When they won that game, Cisse went over to celebrate with the Man City players. Absolute bellend.
Really?
Yeah, and from kickoff, so Man City just equalised. From kickoff, he got the ball, kicked it straight back to them. Like it's one of the biggest match-fixing things you're ever going to see. Like 100%.
I don't remember seeing that.
Oh, well, I fucking do. We'll never forget it.
We need to do a rewatch.
Yeah, 100%.
2012.
100%.
Yeah. No, that's a good shout. I had another one just came into my head and now I've totally forgotten it, which I thought was quite a good shout.
I was going for rants.
Robbie Savage is another good one. On the pitch, he was an absolute bellend.
He was, yeah, but
I just had a really good one. It'll come back to me. But yeah, I think Joey Barton is hands down the
yeah,
easiest pick, isn't it?
he's literally just been convicted or something, I think. So
Yeah, yet another thing.
yeah,
Yeah.
okay.
Okay, should we move on then? Thank you again. He said this time it's Johan from the Black Forest. That's where that question's come from. So thank you, Johan, for that question. Listeners, someone other than my mate John, send us some questions because we enjoy doing them.
Yeah.
Let's move on to. Should we do a quick other Premier League action roundup?
Yeah, I think so.
Where do you want to start?
I want to start with the weird Chelsea circle of love with with the ref. What happened there? Like, I saw it on social media. Like, what? Have Chelsea done that to the ref, or has the ref just snuck? I didn't understand what happened.
This was exactly what I was wondering. So I came out because Chelsea played before Arsenal, I think, didn't they? I came out of the Emirates, and on the train home, I'd been sent pictures of like, look what Chelsea have done, and I was like, that's AI, isn't it? What the fuck's going on there?
Yeah.
But then when you watch it back, I don't know, the referee is, I don't know whether he's chosen to like guard the ball and then Chelsea have huddled around him, or Chelsea have like, they've gone to do their huddle and sort of done it deliberately around the ref. I don't really know, but it's just such a weird, I don't care really about the huddle, but why would you do it with the ref in the middle? And you see like Cole Palmer's kind of got his arm around the ref as well, like staring at him.
The ref just sort
while
of
they're doing their
stands there
team
like,
talk.
yeah, I'm here. Yeah, what you
Yeah.
saying? Yeah, it's really strange. I don't understand it. And obviously, Lee Racina's come out. I'm assuming it was ref who went, I'm going to stand on this ball because you always huddle round on this part of the pitch. Like, do they do a huddle on the opposition side or something? I don't know what
I think they do it around the ball in the centre circle, like because the ball starts on the spot.
I don't see a problem with that.
I don't care if they do that. I just find it weird that the ref stood there, let's just do it there or something. It just looks so weird.
It was so strange. So
strange. I feel like Chelsea are you can tell Chelsea haven't got many experienced players. They're a very young team, right? And they haven't got that. Have they got any players over the age of like 30 that start regularly? I don't know. But they just seem like, because discipline-wise, they're all over the place. They got like 400 red cards this season. Even though they keep saying, like Rosina keeps saying, we've got to sort our discipline out. The next game, somebody just goes and 2-foots someone already on a yellow card.
Yeah.
Or like Pedro Neto pushes a 12-year-old ball over or whatever. I just feel like they're a very immature team. They could really do with like a couple of adults to say, stop dicking around. Like,
yeah, they won't do that though. Like Todd Bowley come out, I think, recently and said, it's obvious we're building one of the best teams to compete for trophies. That is not the case.
Yeah.
It's not the case. You just got absolutely smashed by PSG. Like you said, they're all young players that have got resale value on massively long contracts, so you can spread the cost. Another thing for Chelsea, they've just got done for paying off agents, which goes back to a bit more of the Abramovich era. And they've got away lightly. It's a £10 million fine and a suspended transfer ban. You got clubs like Newcastle, let's say, who are doing it inside the rules, and then you've got
Villa as well.
Aston Villa, and then you've got clubs like this who are breaking the rules, and there's no deterrent there. Like everyone else is getting points deductions. I don't really understand it. There must be some technicality there as to why they've not got points deductions. I guess assume because it was so long ago.
Cash in the pockets of the right people, probably.
Yeah. So
it is mental. So they have the suspended transfer ban, and a fine. And it's like you're punishing someone who's obviously got more money than sense because they cheat by paying people off with a fine that is, I know £10 million is an astronomical amount of money, but not to Chelsea football.
No.
It's pocket change. They don't give a shit. And basically, if they like it from an accounting perspective, they're looking at that. They're going, well, we paid off all these agents this amount of money, and we won a Champions League, 2 Premier Leagues, I think it was 2 FA Cups and a League Cup or something like that. I mean, and now we've got to pay £10 million as a punishment for that. Financially, well, how much do they get for winning the Premier League? A lot more than £10 million. Champions League, the same. FA Cup's not that much, is it? But they're going to look at that financially and be like, well, let's keep doing that because we've had to pay 10 million, but we've got like 8 trophies for it and like hundreds of millions of pounds in prize money. It makes absolute. There needs to be a points deduction. Apparently, Luton Town last season, I think it was, got a 10-point deduction for a similar thing. And I think theirs was like £160,000 discretion, whatever they'd done with that money for something a little bit dodgy. They got 10-point deduction. If you prorated that to Chelsea's spending, they would have a 2,930-point deduction or something like that. That's the scale of their cheating, and they get a £10 million fine and a slap on the wrist.
There must be something technically there that we're not understanding, which means they've not been given. Because
the secret ingredient is crime.
I love it. Great, it's great.
But that's all I can think. They're just paying the right people to. And also, what precedent does this set for when Man City get their punishment? In inverted commas.
I think Chelsea didn't get like points deductions because it happened when FFP wasn't a thing. I think so. When the crimes were committed, it wasn't when FFP was there. So you can't be judged by those rules, and that's the only reason I can think why that is.
Yeah. I don't want to make this all about Arsenal as well, but I find it ironic in the week that Chelsea have literally been punished for cheating, and Man City are allegedly cheating 115 times. There's headlines and articles about Arsenal ruining football when like these teams are literally cheating.
So I saw that. Was it John Obi Mikel that you've got an issue with there?
Yeah. Well, I think his comments were just like he was saying about what Arsenal are doing is cheating, and they shouldn't be recognised as Premier League champions if they win it.
Is he saying that just because you're set pieces and corners? Is that what he's saying?
Yes, he's saying what we do at set pieces with like the blocking of defenders and being good at them, putting good balls into the box. He's saying that that's cheating.
Right.
What are you talking about, mate? You're an experienced, respected ex-footballer who won loads of stuff. You played at the very highest level, and you come out and say, I think maybe like it is just clickbait, isn't it? It's just people wanting to.
I never liked John Obi Mikel because he was actually a United player and went to Chelsea.
Was he?
Yeah. So we had him all signed up, and then he went to Chelsea. Prick.
Scumbag.
Yeah, hated him. Okay, should we do a League Cup final preview? Ooh, final time, baby.
Yeah.
This is what I'm not playing on neutral. But for me, I love when there's something on the line. Finals, I'll watch them all day long. I love that sort of thing. How are you feeling about it?
Good, I think. Yeah, we come into it in good form. City are in bad form. I'm nervous because it's a final. I think it will still. I stand by what I said. It will have an impact psychologically on the players for whoever wins. But we've got that like little buffer in the league as well now. So I think it will mean more for us if we win it than for Man City. But I still think it's super important for us to win it because just to get that like one over on them, to extend their bad form. And then we go in, I think it's the international break, isn't it? After this weekend. So then they're going to sit there for like 2 weeks. They've just been knocked out of the Champions League. If they lose the League Cup final, they've lost that. And 9 points behind us in the league. Psychologically, that's a massive kick in the nuts, if you like. So it's a big game. I've always wanted us to win the League Cup because I think the last time we won it, I was like 4 years old. Like I don't remember. I think it was 93 or 94.
Oh wow!
When we won it, I don't remember ever. I've never seen us win the League Cup. Basically.
Well, you have been shit for a very long time. So
Arsene Wenger just played the kids, didn't he? And he got to a couple of finals, but then he would get to the final and he'd be like, "Well, you guys got us here," and he like I think it was 2006 or 7 or something, where he just played against Chelsea. He played, 17, 18, 19-year-olds. And I think we lost 2-1. But he, like, fair play to him, he stuck to his guns. He was like, nah, I'm just going to...
Not really fair play to him. You missed out on winning the trophy. Like no one
He gave
will
youngsters
remember
a
that.
chance, didn't he? Those youngsters then develop, they get into the first team, and
Still
they
shit.
bring all the trophies that they brought afterwards.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, loads more.
Yeah, but like Mikel Arteta is infinitely more pragmatic.
Yeah.
He will play, and I think his team selection. We haven't really talked about Champions League, but his team selection last night kind of informs a little bit, because obviously it was still super important to win last night. But it informs who he's going to be starting in the League Cup. So like Hincapié came in and Calafiori was on the bench. Gyökeres started and Havertz was on the bench. There's I think a couple of indications as to who he's saving for the League Cup final. This is where I look stupid. He just plays Hincapié and Gyökeres again.
No, I think
But yeah, I think I feel pretty good about it. And I'm looking forward to like a finalist. Super exciting as well, right?
yeah, really exciting. You're in the best form. Haaland, just can't seem to, get up and running again. Yeah, I think it's all there for Arsenal to win, but it's a one-off game, and you never know. Pep can just pull off a masterclass. But he is also known in finals of just doing something random and
doing weird stuff.
Yeah, just doing weird stuff. So hopefully he does something else like that again.
Did you see Sky Sports? Like when they were sort of advertising it, they were selling it as like it's the top scorers against the top defense. Did you see that?
No. And you're about to tell me so both of those things.
Both of those things are Arsenal, yeah.
Yeah.
It's like there's some sort of thing in the media about like, yeah, Arsenal are shit attacking and they just defend and they win 1-0. Like, we scored the most goals in the league, more than Man City, and they apparently have the best attack. Like, no, that's us as well. Fuck you.
Arsenal is Arsenal.
But there are like, I'm reading stuff about, Arsenal are going to be the worst Premier League champions in history. Fuck off.
Yeah.
Like, we've been really good.
You've been
yes, we're good at corners, but we're really good at everything else as well. So
you have been the best team throughout.
Yeah.
Do you know what? I used to love watching those build-up and promo videos of finals and stuff. But that Mitchell and Webb look has just ruined it for me now. Football. There's another game of football. That will be happening this weekend.
The Giants of Southampton take on the Titans of Portsmouth, making them both seem average-sized. There are scores to be settled. Scores like 1-1 and 2-1.
Yeah. If you haven't seen the video of Mitchell Webb,
you've got to watch it.
YouTube that. It is very funny. It's very
funny. If you don't know what we're talking about, you've got to go and instantly YouTube that.
Yeah.
I feel as well like I really like it because it's David Mitchell does that sketch, and I feel like it's just him.
Yeah, it is.
Talking like how he feels about football because he hates or doesn't really like sport.
He's not a big fan. He's not a big fan.
So good.
Okay.
So are we going to do predictions for the League Cup final then?
Yeah.
Your game in the league.
I threw this out there. We could do double points for the League Cup final because it is a final, but it does.
Is that anything to do with you being further behind in the predictions game?
Well, but it's a risky tactic because you could go further ahead.
Yeah. But who gets to predict first? Because I've got my score that I want to predict.
Let's do normal. We won't do double points. I think we do normal. Okay.
I don't mind. I'll go double points if you want.
Nah, not at this point. I don't.
I'm so far ahead.
You have got some daylight. So let's talk through it. So last week, you were on 18 points and I was on 14. So a bit of a gap developing already. You predicted Arsenal would beat Everton 1-0. And you were so nearly right.
Fuck's sake, Max Dowman.
Jesus Christ. So you get a point. I predicted 2-1 Arsenal, so I get a point. So that brings it up to 19-15. And then United versus Villa. I just can't get United results right. I never.
You should watch the games or something, mate. You should. Do
you know
follow them along a bit?
I thought this about before. I was like, we're first and third in the league. You should just predict we win most of the time. Most of the time we win.
That does happen, yeah.
I predicted a 1-1 draw against Villa, which obviously wasn't that. You predicted a United 2-0 win, so you get another point. So 20 points for you. We're up to 20. Woohoo! And
that sounds like a big total now. That's excellent. And over a whole season of predicting.
And I'm only on 15, so I'm 5 points behind in the predictions game.
Big.
Jeez. Okay. So I need a couple of perfect scores coming in pretty soon.
But you get two. You could turn that around in 1 week, couldn't you? If you got 2 perfect scores, which I appreciate we've never done before. You could do it.
Could do. Yeah, could do.
Yeah.
Right. Bournemouth versus United. You chose first last time, so I'll choose first
Okay.
this time. So I'm going to follow. I know Bournemouth are in good form. We're away from home, but I'm going to go with what I just said about predicting United to win. So
Here we go. Bournemouth are unbeaten in like 13 games or something, aren't
Stop throwing out these stats.
they? You don't listen to stats, do you? You just go with your gut.
I'm not a statty man.
No.
But maybe I should. Anyway, I'm going to go 2-1.
Maybe you do better.
I'm going to go 2-1 United. We're away from home.
Okay.
What are you going for?
I'm gonna go. I'll follow the stats. I'll go. Bournemouth's gonna win. I'll go 1-1. I'll go for a draw.
Okay. I like it when you go draw because there's, statistically that's the least likely option.
Yeah.
Um,
I think Bournemouth will concede, but I can see you scoring too, so I'll go 1-1.
Well, we'll immediately roll you into the League Cup final. What's your predictions?
So this is the first prediction I've actually thought about before we got to this point. I'm going to go. Oh, should we also clarify it's at the point of full time, or are we doing like after extra time?
Oh,
where are we?
Let's do point of full time. So betting rules.
Okay, so at 90 minutes, I'm going to go 2-1 Arsenal.
Okay.
Is my prediction. Because I think we are. I know anything can happen, but I think we are slight favourites, and I think we're playing quite well. And we've got some players coming into form, and City are struggling a little bit. So yeah, that's what I'm going for.
I'm going to go 1-1, and I think it will get to extra time.
And penalties, or you think it's settled in extra time?
I don't know. Usually, if it goes to extra time, it usually goes to penalties, doesn't it? So yeah, probably penalties.
Who do you think is going to win then? You got call a winner.
I think Arsenal will win the League Cup. I think I predicted before Man City would win it, so I've changed my mind on that. But just Man City's recent form has just been awful. So
I thought, yeah, they've struggled, but like you say, they've got good enough players that on the day, if they click, they could smash it.
I've just realised an absolute idiot. I was just berating you for going 1-1. It's the most statistically unlikely result. And then I immediately picked 1.
1-1. Oh, I'll take that back 4-4.
Yeah. Jesus Christ. Right.
Well,
okay.
It's an interesting tactic, Cotton. Let's see if it pays off.
Just full of quotes that they can get. Okay.
Yeah, they were 2 good quotes.
They were good quotes. Okay. So that brings an end to another Facts 50 Football podcast. So when we come back next week, we would know who's won the League Cup final, will we?
Yeah, and it will be in the throes. Well, I guess we can review that, but then we'll be in the throes of an international break, won't we? So we're going to have, 2 episodes with nothing to talk about?
Well, remember, we were in...
So tune in, listener.
Really pitching it. Remember, we are going on the BCFC Fanzine TV podcast as well in the international break.
Yeah. So make sure you tune into that as well.
Yeah.
So maybe we should do, because in the last international break, whenever that was ages ago, we did a Battle of the Buffet rewatch. Maybe we could do something similar, or we could pick another topic to go through or something.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I think so. Maybe we should do something which is... we should probably just think about this offline, and you guys don't need to listen to this. I'm sure. I mean, nobody listens to this.
Cut the podcast
anyway.
there.
Yeah. Kill it.
We'll just spitballing. Fine.
We'll figure something out, fans, and we'll we'll come up with some ideas.
We will. The point is, we will have podcasts throughout the international break, so don't worry.
Yeah,
you will still hear from us every week.
Right. Thank you very much for listening, everyone.
Cheers, guys. Bye-bye.